tomorrow is Lion Aid, a fantastic initiative put on by the Red Line Pub just down the road here in Eynsham. And what's firstly striking about it is from midday right the way through till close. There's more bands on there than there is at Glastonbury. I'll tell you, I've been to festivals this summer and I was waiting around for bands and what have you. This, it's like bang, 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 bang. It's band after band after band. The local music scene is thriving, so healthy.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
What a glorious day it's going to be tomorrow, which is absolutely perfect and brilliant ahead of Lion Aid, the Red Line in Eynsham, a fantastic festival with loads of bands raising money for local charities, which is brilliant news. My next guest on the show is Peter Moore from Mid-Air. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Rich. Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us. Well, first and foremost, before we get on to kind of the local music scene and what have you, and you're obviously playing tomorrow, just tell us a little bit about Mid-Air.
Okay, well, Mid-Air is my band. We're playing tomorrow, as you say. We've been going for a couple of years. We're 5-piece from Oxfordshire, or mainly from Oxfordshire. You've played us certainly on Get Radio, on the Melting Pot show quite a lot. And yeah, we're a local band who are looking to go beyond that and play as much as we can. We've got an album out and we've done quite a bit this year. We're playing tonight, in fact, and we're playing tomorrow. So yeah, playing lots of music, which is the best thing to do in life, in my opinion.
Yeah, do you know what? It really is. I mean, you said the band's been going sort of a couple of years. Is this kind of like a post-COVID thing? Is that what a kind of a remedy to it? Kind of the fact that you can get out there, you can perform, you can get in front of people?
Actually, we were a trio just before COVID, and we started recording an album. And our bassist Colin and our guitarist Lee joined us kind of during and after COVID and during the recording process. So I'd say, yeah, two or 3 years for the whole band to come together. And COVID obviously smashed a big hole in our plans, like it did to so many people's. We were midway through recording an album and we had some gigs lined up and whatnot. But yeah, post-COVID, it certainly has been wonderful to get back out and play gigs again and to engage with people. And I think people have really missed live music. I know I certainly have, but the reaction from crowds and audiences has been really affirming.
Yeah, there's nothing better, and I sort of lived through bands that I've chatted to sort of when we did our band week and sort of listening to the Melting Pot as well, sort of lived through that, kind of going, that feeling of playing your music to people and they're enjoying it. There must be no greater buzz.
There's nothing greater. Taking a little tune you're humming to yourself as you're driving along, or something you've written, classic thing, and you're sat in your bedroom playing your guitar, and take that to the band and for them to make it much better and add their colours to it, and then to take that onto a stage or into the corner of a pub or wherever it might be to play it in public and get a reaction. Any kind of reaction is a plus, but when it's a positive reaction, it's an incredible feeling. It really is. And people come up and say such lovely things about songs you've written, and if, when it moves other people, it makes this is all very corny, but it does make it worthwhile. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's why you do it. It's why you do it. Just a little word on tomorrow as well. You're gigging tonight as well, but tomorrow is Lion Aid, a fantastic initiative put on by the Red Line Pub just down the road here in Eynsham. And what's firstly striking about it is from midday right the way through till close. There's more bands on there than there is at Glastonbury. I'll tell you, I've been to festivals this summer and I was waiting around for bands and what have you. This, it's like bang, 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 bang. It's band after band after band. The local music scene is thriving, so healthy.
Yeah, it's ambitious, I would say. It'll be run efficiently and it will go like clockwork. That's what I'm telling myself. I mean, there's such a plethora of acts around here, that are great. There's real quality. I see it every month at the open mic that we run at the Red Lion. There's just real quality musicians around, but so many of them wanted to give up their time and their energy for free. So many, applied to play or contacted us or responded. So we had a really difficult time choosing the lineup that we did, and we've gone for a mix of originals and covers and different age groups. So the Cockroaches are a really young band. Well, it certainly seemed to me anyway. I don't mind me saying that. But more about me being really old, but they're fantastic, and they're on a great journey. So we're delighted to have them. But then you've got the likes of Midair, who are not quite so young, and another acts as well. So it's a real mix. And yes, we have squeezed a lot in, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great.
And you mentioned the open mic nights. I mean, the pub in itself, it used to be very synonymous with live music, and it's kind of being brought back to that now. Are you? I guess you're constantly surprised by the talent and difference at these open mic nights, because what I hear from Rich and Deadly, from the Melting Pot and what have you, is that the quality is always mind blowing. Because dare I say, look, sometimes at open mic nights you can get your Disco Dave standing up there warbling away to an Elvis number, and it's one of those things. But it doesn't seem like that at the Red Lion. It seems like there's fantastic original local musicians out there.
Absolutely. So we started that back in January or February, certainly early this year, and it's testament to Becky taking a punt on that on a Monday night. It's not we chose that because it's normally a quiet night. And they've been so supportive of live music, the Red Lion staff and Becky in particular, putting gigs on. But the open mic, it just astonishes me. Every time I think it's as good as it can be, the next month we'll up it. We've got so many varied acts. There's a lady called Domi who comes along. Just phenomenal. You don't get that at open mics. Electronica, just hushed voice, but it hushes the pub. Everyone is pin drop quiet. And then we have people like Tommy from the Spiralites. Tommy and Ricky come and play. They're headlining tomorrow. I mean, the best voice you'll hear in Oxfordshire. Best male voice, anyway. I mean, just phenomenal talent that will come and play for a pint. And the quality, it's astounding. And it's a real mix. We do get people coming along and doing the covers, and hats off to them, because they're still up on, still up performing. But I do like the originals as well, and we have a really healthy mix. It's a delight to do.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and like you said, for everyone to sort of take a punt on it and everyone to be there, and it's kind of it sort of resonates as well that yet again that the Oxfordshire music scene is strong, and that people are selfless a little bit as well, and they want to share their music because I mean that's how we get out there. That's how you start. You start on these open mic nights, and then you can get put on the stages, from Lion Aid up to Glastonbury and everywhere in between. That's the roots of it all.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Oxford music scene is very resilient. We've lost some iconic venues in the last couple of years, which I won't go on about, but it's diversified. Red Lion's an example. We're not in Oxford, but we're just outside of it, and we're on the S1, the wonderful S1 route, or whatever it is.
Big up the S1, big up the S1.
It's a great connection. And I think, by and large, Oxford bands that I've encountered, I've lived here 25, 26 years, want the best for each other. There isn't that I've encountered a feeling of envy or jealousy guarding your patch, but people help each other a lot. And you're right, people move on from the open mic scenes, or from, it's a great promoter, Gappy Tith Industries. People have played there and gone on to play Glastonbury and gone on to play, whichever acts I could name, I shan't. But yeah, it's a lively scene. More importantly, it's a resilient scene. It's you can move to similar sized towns and there'd be very little going on. So we're lucky to have that.
No, you're absolutely right. It's been great catching up with you, Peter, and all what you do for Eynsham, the local music scene and what have you. Give a selfless plug for yourself. Where can we find out more about Midair, and what time are you on tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're on quite early because I'm doing a lot of the day organisation, so I thought we'd plug it early. 1:30 to 2:15. There's other great acts before and after us and all around us, so the whole day is worth coming along to if you can. And you can find out about Midair on Facebook. Look up on that, Midair Music on our website. And we're easy to find.
Definitely.
Midair without the hyphen.
Midair without the hyphen. That's the one. That's
it annoys some of my more stringent friends.
Well, look, that could be the album name. Midair without the hyphen. There you go. You can have that from me.
I've had worse suggestions.
I bet you haven't. Peter Moore from Midair without the hyphen on Get Radio Breakfast. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Rich. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. Make sure you get yourself down to the Red Lion tomorrow. It's going to be a fab day. The weather's looking glorious, and make sure also you bring a tin for the food bank and also bring some loose change as well as raising money for all wonderful charities. Brilliant stuff.